Most people still think they're watching a game. They don't realize they're witnessing the most complex military operation in modern history. What if every headline, every scandal, and every failure was part of the plan? What if the chaos wasn't proof of collapse, but evidence of contra? The truth isn't hiding in the noise. It's encoded in the operation itself. Nothing about 2017 to 2025 was random or unplanned. Every move, every delay, every loss was part of the same battlefield strategy that began long before the public realized a war had started. The world thought it was watching ordinary politics. But what was really unfolding was continuity of command guided by military law and strategic deception. Between 2018 and 2020, a web of laws and orders was set into motion. Title 10, Title 32, Federalization Directives. Each one prepared the battlefield before the public even knew there was a war. Every move was lawful. Every activation was pre-approved by the Constitution itself. Thank you to Derek Johnson, the mapmaker on this laws and orders terrain. While the media mobbed and the crowd slept, a shadow chessboard was being played under unconventional warfare doctrine, where perception became the new battlefield and patience the deadliest weapon. Every headline was a move, every outrage a distraction. They told you to trust the plan. Few realized it wasn't faith they were asking for, it was composure during an active mission. If those orders were unconstitutional, why are they still active? Why did no administration, no Congress, no court shut them down? Because they can't. They're lawful wartime directives operating under the same authority that launched the mission before 2021. The laws were written by patriots for this exact moment in history. This was never about a single election or a 4-year term. It was the execution phase of a plan written years before the public even realized it existed. President didn't walk away, although we know he is central casting. He shifted theaters from the public stage to military oversight, and that's why 45 to 47 isn't a slogan. It's a continuum that the public saw an exit. The military saw a handoff of the battlefield. In war, you don't announce your counteroffensive, you let the enemy celebrate their illusion of victory. This was that moment, a quiet maneuver beneath the noise. A controlled exposure designed to awaken the world while the enemy revealed themselves. The optics weren't chaos, they were calculated theater. The so-called administration wasn't sovereign power. It was a temporary facade, a puppet government used as a mirror to expose the rot. A movie for the blind, a mirror for the awake. Every blunder dot, every scandal. Every collapse, all pieces of a script designed to wake the sleeping masses. This wasn't politics, it was a psyop for the soul, designed to make the world question everything it thought was real. This is what 5th-generation warfare looks like. It's not fought with tanks and missiles, it's fought with narratives, psyops, and legal precision. The battlefield is your mind. The weapon is information, the objective is consciousness. When charges were brought in 2023 and dropped in 2024, the world thought it was coincidence. But the official records referred to a sitting president. Think about that, the optics said, former. The document said, sitting. The illusion was the camouflage. The law was the proof. In asymmetric warfare, timing is everything. You let the enemy believe they're in control right before you reveal they never were. 45-47 isn't 2 presidencies, it's one continuous operation, spanning both the illusion and the reality. The calm before the constitutional storm. Every order from 2018 to 2020 still stands for a reason. They were written for this exact stretch of time when the Republic appeared lost. They activate a silent network, federalized troops, National Guard assets, and intelligence alliances operating behind the scenes while the world argues over politics. They yell unconstitutional because they don't know what the Constitution actually says. They think freedom comes from politicians, but real freedom is guarded by those who swore the oath, not to a man, but to the Republic itself. The Constitution was written to keep government in check. The Declaration was written to keep tyrants out. The genius of this operation is that it lets corruption destroy itself. The people had to see the deception firsthand. They had to live through the movie to recognize the actors. Because you can't tell someone they're enslaved. They have to feel it before they demand freedom. Sometimes you can't tell the public the truth. You must show them. So the show played out, not to punish the people, but to awaken them. Only when freedom is nearly lost does it become sacred again. This was never about politics, it was about shaking humanity out of hypnosis. A lesson written by chaos.